are you? Happy morning to all. I am Sri Lakshmi of class 9A. Leave aside your regrets of the past and anxieties of the future and focus intelligently on the present. This is the best way of ensuring a positive future. With this inspiring quote of Swami Chinmayananda, let's begin with today's Chin News. National News. Karnataka's first Wisdom coach begins its service. On July 11, Karnataka's first train with Wisdom coaches started its service. It was flagged off at Mangaluru Junction railway station. South Western Railway has attached two Wisdom coaches on Yeshwantpur-Mangaluru Junction, Yeshwantpur day train service. Wisdom coaches were introduced to promote rail tourism. It has been designed to provide scenic views to the passengers. These coaches offer breathtaking views of the Western Ghats, as reported by The Hindu. Massive landslip on Mangaluru-Mumbai rail line. A massive landslip triggered by heavy rains has completely blocked the Mangaluru Junction-Mumbai railway line near Mangaluru. The landslip occurred on Friday just before the Kulshekhar tunnel between Mangaluru Junction and Jokhat railway stations, according to railway officials. Southern Railway's Palakkad division has deployed men and machinery to clear the block, even as it was uncertain how fast the debris could be cleared, as reported by The Hindu. Mumbai records third highest one-day rainfall in July since 2009. Mumbai has received 253.3 mm rainfall in the 24 hours ending 8 am on Friday, making it the city's third highest single-day rainfall in July in the last 12 years, the IMD data has revealed. In 24-hour period, rainfall was recorded by India Meteorological Department's Santa Cruz Observatory in the state capital, as reported by The Hindu. International news. Over 40 dead, dozens missing in Germany, Belgium as severe flood ravaged Europe. More than 40 people have died and dozens were missing Thursday in Germany and Belgium as heavy flooding turned streams and streets to raging torrents that swept away cars and caused houses to collapse. Recent storms across parts of Western Europe made rivers and reservoirs burst their banks, triggering flash floods overnight after the statured soil couldn't absorb any more water, as reported by The Hindu. Science News. India destined to be global leader in science. India is destined to be a global leader in science, said Union Science and Technology Minister Jitendra Singh on Thursday, and stressed that the quality of its human resource in this field is far superior to most of the developed countries. The Union Minister was addressing the 12th Foundation Day of Translational Health Science and Technology Institute, a Faridabad-based institute under the Department of Biotechnology. Minister also inaugurated Immunology Core Lab, BSL-3 Lab, Office of the Connectivity, Ferret Facility, Biorepository and Small Animal Center at the cluster. He complimented the young scientists of the country for shouldering the challenge thrown up by the pandemic and overnight reorienting themselves for this, as reported by The Hindu. Sports News. Manpreet's men aim to end 4 decades of heartbreak. Rani's women keen to take next big step after qualifying twice in a row. History will be repeated when men's hockey team captain Manpreet Singh carries the tricolour along with boxing legend MC Mary Kom at the opening ceremony of the Tokyo Olympic Games. Manpreet will be India's first hockey player to do so after Pragat Singh in 1996, as reported by The Hindu. Moving to the Vidyalaya news. Experiential learning, doing learning and reflecting on the experience. Our Vidyalaya focuses on hands-on learning through which we get first-hand experience of understanding and applying concepts. The various activities include home library. Students were encouraged to read books and create their own library at home. Healthy food, making vegetable sandwich, activities like message through braille script, expressing love and care to loved ones, etc. were done by the students of our Vidyalaya. The Teachers Empowerment Program. A webinar on the topic Stress Management, led by Dr. and Professor Raghunath Parakil, was conducted for the teachers of all the 3 Chinmaya Vidyalayas and hub schools on 9th July 2021. The price of success is hard work, dedication to the job at hand, and the determination that whether we win or lose, we have applied the best of ourselves to the task at hand. Tanima Rajesh's Intact project on the topic Nature in Danger has secured 8th position at national level. The project included Chittur Tattamangalam pollution and waste management. Tanima Rajesh is studying in class 8th in our Vidyalaya. Tanvi of class 9 has secured 48th position at the regional level. Tanvi's project included the reasons for the extinction of Somalata, the medicinal plant. Congratulations, dear friends. Your work is an inspiration to all the students of our Vidyalaya. Now moving on to the special program, Awakening Indians to India, Session 3, Indian Architecture. Let me welcome Shreya Menon of Class 7.
Radio, Awakening Indians to India, book by Chinmaya Yuva Kendra. The unique quality of the Indian architecture is its spiritual content. Iconography has been a part of Indian architecture since time immemorial. The glory of Indian architecture lies in its ability to reflect the lifestyle and history of the era. The range extends from city and town planning, temple complexes, observatories, monuments and memorials in various materials from rock to metal. Rock cut culture. Most notable development in rock architecture happened during the period from the 7th to the 10th centuries. The entire Kailash temple at Ellora, Maharashtra is the largest single piece of sculpture in the world, worked from the top to the ground level. This temple complex occupies twice the plinth area of the Parthenon known in Greece. The dock at Lothal. Lothal city's engineers made the greatest contributions to the advancement of science and technology by building an artificial dock for burning ships. Lothal dock is noted for its unique water locking device, introduced in the spillway, which could be closed or kept open according to necessity. Mysore Palace. The Maharaja Palace is a magnificent 3-story structure with a 5-story tower. The famous Mysore Palace, also known as the Ambavilas Palace, is one of the largest palaces in the country. The palace was originally built of wood, which got burnt down in 1897 and was rebuilt in 1912. It is a healthy combination of Dravidian, Indo-Saracenic, Oriental and Roman styles. The carved mahogany ceilings, solid silver doors, white marble floors and column darbar halls are a feast for the eyes. Taj Mahal. Taj Mahal, located on the banks of the Yamuna River, is one of the 7 wonders of the world. The Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan, as a memorial, built this marble tomb for his wife Mumtaz, a commemoration of the memory of Shah Jahan's beloved wife. Taj Mahal is indeed India's rich tribute to womanhood. About 20,000 people were recruited to translate this dream into a reality. The tomb is encased in white marble that is decorated with flawless sculptures and inlaid design of flowers and calligraphy. Stupas, the earliest surviving religious structure, are the Buddhist stupas. The stupa is a large burial mound, hemispherical in shape, with a central chamber in which a small casket containing the relics of the Buddha are preserved. The biggest and best preserved is the Sanchi Stupa of Madhya Pradesh. Stupas at Sarnath near Varanasi and Amravati in Andhra Pradesh. Agra Fort, located on the banks of the Yamuna, 2 km northwest of Taj Mahal. The fort was designed and built by Akbar in 1565 AD. The fort houses the beautiful Pearl Mosque and numerous palaces including the Jahangir Mahal, Diwani Khas, Diwaniya. Mahabalipuram. The group of monuments at Mahabalipuram consists of 10 mandapas or excavated halls besides 7 monolithic rathas, so called because they resemble the big temple cars in which the images of the deities are taken out in procession. Yes, it is tough to imagine the effort of those great architects who have worked without cranes, bulldozers, cement mixers, and most of all, electricity. It remains a wonder how precise calculations were made in their construction. Be proud to be an Indian. India is incredible. Let us know more about the famous temples of India in the next session. Thank you.
Indian architecture is unique, and that of course makes India incredible. Thank you, Shreya. Our presentation work may be great or small, yet the important thing is to do it well. With these rejuvenating words of our Pujya Gurudev, this is Sri Lakshmi signing off. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay positive. Thank you. Hari Om.